Hi, Riverstone1. My name is Shelly. I go by Cecile on the internet, and I had to post my first video response to you just to say that you are amazing. You're holding it all together. Barely, it looks like, but you still are. I'm in awe of how you're maintaining to live in the conditions you're in. I've lived in the city with a friend of mine whom you know. Her name is Andy S. I won't say her last name here. I'm actually her old roommate. She's a genderqueer atheist, if that helps. And she has commented on some of your videos in the past, and that's how I found your videos. I'm her old roommate. I lived with her in the city, and we're talking St. Louis city, so very kind of dangerous city. And even in the middle of the city, I didn't feel I felt pretty scared, yes, but not quite as scared and not in as worse of conditions as you're in. And I'm just amazed that you can live in those conditions with those people surrounding you. And I thought I had bad neighbors. My neighbors were okay, but a few of them weren't all that great. So I'm just absolutely amazed, and I hope the best for you and that you can find some place to live in that new city. I made a donation to your cause already, and I'd like to try to help more if I know the name of the city you're trying to move to. I know you've looked on Craigslist and everything, and at first I would suggest that, but you've already done that, and it looks like that this city just does not have enough housing and too many jobs, which is amazing. So I want to try to help and see if I have any connections maybe near your town. I have friends all over the USA. I have friends all over the world, actually. Right now, I'll show you a little bit. This is my office. I'm on the job. And show you just a little there. And this is my classroom. One of them. I actually have two classrooms. This is because I work as a teacher in South Korea. And here's my other classroom, hallway, and secondary classroom. This is the one I use the most, primarily because it's got some really cool stuff in here. Behind me, you can see, it's a 60-inch touch screen and computer, and I've got 3 other partial computers sitting there. They're not useful at the moment, but I could make them useful. I have got a television screen and everything there too, with headsets and listening equipment and books, and another computer in that corner for the teachers or students that want to use it. A whole library of books. It's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I am. I'm a teacher in South Korea here, and South Korea is gorgeous. I'll just show you a little bit of the view outside of my room, just to give you a little bright spot in the day. There's part of the town of Hamgyong, that's the north town that I live in, and you can barely see the mountain behind there. I'll go to a different area, you can see the mountain more. And that's just one small town. I actually do live by a mountain. That's just a small hill, really. And I live by a mountain called Jiri-san. Here we go. Much better. So you can see the mountain far off in the distance behind the building. And there's more on the other side, and I can just barely see the Jiri-san, Jiri Mountain from the town on the other side of the school. And so anyway, hopefully that brightens your day a little bit. So you see a little tiny piece of South Korea. You can see more if you do visit my videos and stuff. I have videos of some of South Korea, mostly the town I live in. And I've got one more I'm working on right now. So it gives you a little bit of to give you a little bit of background on me. I obviously lived with roommates in the past, and I am very trustworthy. I help out my friends. I've helped out transgender. My last roommate was a transgender, and she currently actually runs my business, my painting business in America, the business that I left to take this job. So I am very open-minded and everything about different types of people in the world. My friends are gay, straight, lesbian, and transgender, and like Andy, genderqueer, all different colors and nationalities. I mean, I've got friends in South Korea who are Korean, and even places like Laos and other countries that live in this town that I've become friends with. So basically, the date. If you provide me any data, don't worry. It's only going to go through me or through maybe friends that may have connections. What little that you tell me, I'll just keep as private as I can. And hopefully I might be able to find you something if I've got a connection in that town. Not saying that I do, but maybe I do. Since I've got friends all over the freaking planet, I might be able to find something. I don't know. So anyway, if you want to send me what town you're moving to, what you think you can afford a month without the job, what you think you can afford a month with the job, that'll be helpful. Anything you absolutely need to have in a place. If you find an apartment, if you get an apartment instead of just living in a trailer park, what you absolutely need. I mean, obviously internet, of course, and things like gas and or electric. But do you need anything really specific, like first floor for wheelchair use or something like that? By the way, I am familiar with disability. My friend and my friend's a doctor, and she's also friends with Andy. And we've done lots of things with the disability community as well. So I'm very, very knowledgeable about disability and disability access and what somebody might need for a certain thing. Also, how comfortable are you with a small commute, maybe not as big of a commute as you have right now, but to that city? But how comfortable are you living outside the town, maybe in a trailer park outside the town and commuting in? How far would you like to commute on a daily basis? And what type of options would you like to have nearby in a smaller town nearer to the town you want to move to? That information, anything you can provide, will probably be helpful in finding a place either in or hopefully around within 20 minutes or whatever of the town that you are looking to move to. Since there seems to be nothing really in the town, maybe outside of the town will help. Since this is getting long, I'll go ahead and cut it there. Hopefully you can, I can help you find something. If not, maybe I can at least throw another little bit your way here soon in the next month. I've already donated a little bit this month, and I have some other donations I'm making to other atheists and everything that I don't exactly have a lot of money each month to spend because I have to send it from South Korea, and the translation rate right now is very low this month. So I don't have as much as I'd like to share. I'll leave it at that. You can private message me or on Facebook. Maybe you can find me through Andy's page if you have Facebook. My first name is Shelly, and there's only one Shelly on her page, so it's pretty obvious. I won't say my last name on YouTube. All right. Hopefully I can find you something. See you later.